Now to another Sunday special. Beyond the stress and thoughts of the daily hustle and bustle, spouses of truck drivers seem to have one more thing to worry about as they complain of the impact of their jobs on their relationships. In our next report, senior correspondent Ivy KANU takes a look at what it means to make a living through truck driving in Nigeria.
According to reports, there are over 2,000 trucks across the 36 states of Nigeria, a figure the Nigerian Association of Road Transport Owners refused to confirm. A high number of these trucks and their drivers ply Lagos roads, some carrying one good or the other. Most of them are petroleum tanker drivers. Different jobs come with a certain level of stress and fatigue, but we'll be highlighting truck driving and what the drivers go through.
So inside our motor, we just sit down like 24 hours. Sometimes we go sit like 3 days.
When the person has sit inside the motor, she no go in time, she always sick. From Ijora, go Apapa, something we no list hours. So people they use 4 days, 5 days.
See now my waist now, I no get her. All my body like this, because inside motor now for sit a good day, 24 hours. Since 3 days now, I no sleep. I never see if everybody see my face, they go no say sleep day my face.
A check on the internet lists some of the hazards as drowsiness, road conditions, chemical hazards, accident hazards, distracted driving, driver fatigue, depression, diabetes, among others. In Nigeria, truck drivers spend days journeying down to Lagos to pick up their goods. With fatigue associated with driving long distances and having to spend hours in traffic, some of the drivers in Lagos say it is devastating and sometimes resulting in deaths.
I hear some 2 or 3 times as drivers die inside the steering where we sit and you are not going in time. Use 12 hours, 16 hours, 24 hours on top seat. It's not good for us.
According to them, another worrisome side to the hazard they go through is the impact of sitting for hours, and this have affected their relationship.
Even though if we reach house to perform self, no problem. Our madam they complain, no, that's because of our work where they do.
My madam they complain, no. He say you no come house. They talk say now work. Which time they work with no rest.
They affect my body because if I enter now, person will sleep for outside. Now you go no say if you reach out now, where reach your woman outside. As he give you food finish, you go I know as they be for house now. But you will no sleep for outside. Once we don't buy finish, to chop gun wala. If your wife like you, now another person go call in they help you.
Oh, but now wrong. He say I no fit perform like man. Before 1 minute, if I don't enter like this, I don't sleep. To bath self na wala.
My wife is always complaining. While we sit inside the motor around 6-7 hours, there's no road for us.
Now, self, my mother don't tell me, say, make her, you don't want again. If you no get chance to do, you no go feed one. Yes, now, oversee it go affect.
Having listened to the worries of these truck drivers, I think it's only proper that we reach out to a medical practitioner who will give us more insight on the implications of, driving long distances and also sitting for hours and for days.
When you sit down for long,
Dr. Lateef Owolabi is a medical practitioner. He says sitting for hours is not advisable as it has a long-term effect on drivers.
Most of the time we advise that area the temperature should be very, very normal. So, and when you are sitting in a place, you are accumulating heat. So, because the center that control the function of performance, the libido, so many things can affect it. And when you sit down for long, don't forget that you are already tired. Tiredness can affect that center and it will affect your performance.
But are there better ways of managing the hazards that comes with long distance driving or jobs that warrant sitting for hours?
do what we call pelvic exercise, so that the nerves supplying the blood vessels supplying that area will have come back to really stimulate that area, so that performance will improve. And day in, day out, when you sit down for long, it's really kill that area. And by the time you are aware, you find out that you need to do a lot of checks to see your doctor to really return back to normal. Anybody that is a driver and you are driving more than 3-4 hours, the moment you come down, you must do a kind of exercise. You can just trek, say, for a minimum of 1 hour to really regain yourself, your stability, and the nerve supply to that area, the blood supply to that area, so that it will be normal. They don't need drug. By the time is getting too much, then you need to see your doctor. They will need to assess you. What is the real problem? Maybe there are some other problems, comorbidity, what we call comorbidity. Maybe the fellow is hypertensive, is diabetic, then doctor will be able to assess and really know what exactly is causing. But if you just ordinary driving, then they will be able to assess.
To keep their spouses happier, the doctor advises drivers to draw their schedule in such a way that they either break their trips or visit the gym regularly. Ivy KANU, TVC News, Lagos.